What's up, everybody? Today I'm showing you guys my top 5 Warzone loadouts. This is on February 24th, the day before Season 2. If they have a weapon balance update tomorrow, I'll definitely make another video explaining anything they changed and any changes to my class setups, if they were affected. So let's get right into this. This is my go-to class this week. I've been dropping double digits pretty much every single game. So the art I know is still slaps. Definitely still slaps. It's insanely strong. It's still 2 shots. The nerf definitely didn't do enough. Um, People just stopped using it for some reason. They nerfed it a few months ago and people just stopped using it. Uh, I don't know why. I'm still getting easy 2-shot kills, maybe 3 shots. And that's pretty much how it was before. So honestly, it feels like it was untouched. Definitely try this class setup. I think you guys will like it. It's got the choke for the tightest spread and damage range. The force tack sentry for more damage range and tighter spread. 5 milliwatt laser for tighter spread and sprint to fire speed. Dragon's breath rounds. This will give you all the damage that you need to 2-shot people. Without it, might take 3 to 5 shots to kill people. And then for the final attachment, it's kind of a flex bot. I prefer stippled, but I've also used frangible disabling a lot, which it allows people to not sprint away from you when you're shooting at them. So that's pretty nice when you're close range and you don't want them to dip out on you real quick. Frangible disabling can be pretty nice, but stippled I recommend because if someone just flies into your screen right away without you really knowing, you can just tap the trigger and you'll start shooting, you know. Especially with the 5 milliwatt, your sprint to fire time will be super nice with this thing. And yeah, the nerf, I'm telling you guys, it didn't do enough. So definitely try this thing out. My primary I've been running with this class is the Growl, but instead of running attack laser, I slapped on a VLK. My buddy has been running this same exact setup for a while now. And for some reason, I never really liked the Growl after its nerf a while back, but with this VLK sight on it, it's turned into my favorite weapon. It laser beams people. It's so easy to drill people in the head when they're running. You can track easy. It's just insane what you can do with this weapon. Definitely recommend the VLK if you haven't, especially for a long range option. I know the iron sights on the Archangel are super nice, but take my word for it, the VLK for long range engagements on the Growl, dude, this thing claps, bro. For my next setup, I got the Mac-10 and the M16. My Mac-10 has changed up from a couple of my videos. I think I have 3 class setups on my channel now of the Mac-10, but this is my most updated and my favorite variant of it. So I've been running the Agency Suppressor Task Force Barrel because all of these other ones aren't. So the way the barrels work in this game is they're all completely broken, and as you can see here, it says it decreases our recoil control, but that's fake news. It doesn't do that. All it does is give you velocity and range, which are things that you want, and it gives you the most velocity and range out of any of these attachments combined. So, Task Force, what you want, swear by it, run it, use it, don't question it. Next, we got the Field Agent Grip. This one helps a lot with the horizontal recoil. So I slap that bitch on. And I run the Stanag 53 round drum over the 53 round fast mag because the fast mag, it's only a tiny bit faster of a reload and it slows down your ADS, which can sometimes cost you a gunfight. So the 53 round drum is what you want to rock on there. And it's got a cool decal on it, you know, right? Why not? And then lastly, I run the Sas Combat Stock. This is my favorite stock in the game. It gives you shooting move speed and aim walking speed, but that shooting move speed, like stacked with the aim walking movement speed, is crazy fast, guys. Like insane. When you're spraying people close range, you like break their aim assist, and they can't track you anymore, and you're just flying around like full walking movement speed while you're ADS'd, and it's absolutely nutty. This is my Mac-10 class setup. Try it out. I really don't know what you would change on it. I know some people like the Raider stock, some people like the no stack, but I don't know. I've never had a problem with the sprint to fire time on this weapon, so I prefer the strafe speed 100%. My primary on this class setup is the M16. This thing is super freaking nasty, boys. It's a 2-burst kill. If you land a headshot, I believe it can come down to a 1 burst. If you hit 2 or 3, if you hit 3 headshots, it's definitely a 1 burst because this thing claps. I know its damage per bullet's 40 damage at every single range. So if you're shooting at someone 400 meters away, you're gonna be hitting them for 40 damage. So it's really nice to have a consistent weapon like this, like the M16. That's just like always, you know, you're always gonna be doing the same damage. So it's always gonna be a 2 burst, no matter what range you're at, which is 6 bullets to kill. So we got the agency suppressor on there for max range and suppression. All of the barrels are bugged on this thing, but there's a few channels out there. True Game Data is one of them, and he recommends the Strike Team barrel. This one gives you the most bullet velocity out of all the barrels. Although it says damage range and fire rate, not bullet velocity, it actually gives you bullet velocity, and it actually gives you the most. Would you believe that, right? So the Strike Team barrel is what you want. I prefer the 2x. The 3x is like a, it feels like it's like a sniper scope, bro. It feels like a 7x or some shit. So I just run the 2x. This definitely feels like it's 2 times magnification, like it says. And I prefer the precision reticle on that scope. So the bruiser grip on the M16 is also pretty broken. I've seen a few people test it on their own YouTube channels, and they compare the bruiser versus the field agent. So the field agent gives you more horizontal control, and the bruiser gives you more vertical control. And on the burst weapon like this, I feel like vertical control is more helpful. And the testing that I saw that was done, sometimes the bullets would like lap each other with the bruiser grip. In the field agent grip, they would never do that, so you get like a way tighter pellet burst, or bullet burst, I guess, with the bruiser grip on the M16. And also, if you would believe this, the magazines are also bugged out. So like I said on the Mac-10, where the regular mag gave you no ADS penalty, the fast mag on the M16 gives you no ADS penalty. And this one does, and the regular one does. So run the fast mag on there, the 60-round fast mag. It won't slow your ADS down. It'll slow it down just as much as the regular 60 clip, and you'll be reloading a tiny bit faster. So that's my M16 class setup. That's loadout number 2. All these loadouts are viable as hell. They all slap. They're all top tier. Let's get into the next one. So my next class setup is a Kar 98 with an MP5. This class setup slaps. The Kar 98. I'm an aggressive sniper. I used to swear by the HDR, but I've kind of switched my playstyles up. Especially playing a lot more Rebirth Island, you don't need the HDR in pretty much any situation, so been running the Kar 98. And the attachments on here, I've been running the monolithic suppressor, the longest barrel, the 27.6, that gives you velocity and damage range, which you need. Tech laser, this gives you the most ADS speed out of all the attachments, so I run that one. I run the default sniper scope, not the variable zoom. I don't like the variable zoom that much, honestly. And then I've been running the ST-Vol precision comb stock. This makes it so you don't have to hold your breath at all. When you ADS, your scope is like always holding still. You never have to hold your breath pretty much ever. So this one's super nice. Seen a lot of people recommend Presence of Mind recently, since you can hold it for like a whole minute, 6 seconds now or some shit. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of time, so I mean, you could run Presence of Mind, but I would, if I was using something other than the precision comb, I would probably use sleight of hand or the ADS speed stock. But as you can see, the ADS speed stock hurts your aiming stability. You know what? I would probably even run stippled, but this is the setup you'd want, boys, right here. This is the setup. Then on the MP5, this is the Cold War MP5. This shit slaps. It slaps harder than the Modern Warfare MP5, but there's trade-offs. Obviously, this one has a higher rate of fire, but that comes with a little more recoil, and this one also has less hipfire accuracy, so kind of comes with what you want. This one also is a little bit slower, but these are my attachments on. I got the agency suppressor on there, task force barrel, Like we went over earlier, this one doesn't hurt your recoil control at all. It only gives you benefits. Then we got the Sas Combat Stock again for that shooting movement speed and aim walking speed. This will give you the fastest strafe speed out of all of the stocks. Then I run the 53 round drum because obviously this one hurts your ADS speed actually a lot. I've noticed, so run the drum mag. And then on this one you could run Field Agent or the Bruiser. Now I prefer the Bruiser on it. I don't know, I feel like the Bruiser's super busted right now. If you have an option to run the Bruiser, run it, but the Field Agent's it's fire on certain weapons. You know, certain weapons it works better because some weapons have more horizontal control problems, but you know, the Bruiser, although it says melee quickness, it actually helps a lot with vertical, a little bit horizontal, but mostly vertical. And I feel like it helps out a lot on this weapon. So this shit slaps. It has a faster time to kill than the Mach-10. Yeah, definitely give this class setup a try. Let me know how you guys like it. I dropped like a 17 with it the other day. Slaps, boys, slaps. Try it out. I've been running the Kar 98 again. This one's got the same attachments, obviously. And it's also got the Marksman reticle on there. I usually use the cover shot, but the Marksman I've been vibing with, and it's a super thin and precise picture. So, I mean, anything that you vibe with. I mean, Marksman, cover shot, cross thread's okay. But you really want something that's thin, you know. Marksman, top notch I've heard is even pretty good, and critical's pretty fire. So, but Marksman, that's what I've been running on my sniper. Now on the FFAR, got the Agency Suppressor, the Reinforced Heavy, the Bruiser Grip, regular 50 clip, and the SAS Combat Stock. Now I've been hearing a lot of people run the Task Force. I've been seeing people run the Ranger, but I've heard that the Reinforced Heavy actually helps the most with recoil control and bullet velocity and range. Now I could be wrong. Obviously, we all wish that the attachments told us and did exactly what they said, but you know, we got to work with what we got. This is what I've heard. If you guys find something that works better than this, let me know. But from what I've played and tested myself, this one's been the best for me. But yeah, this shit slaps, boys. This SAS Combat Stock is absolutely broken on this gun right now. It feels like you're like half sprinting when you're shooting and walking with this thing. Like you're just zooming, bro. You're definitely gonna break their aim assist on you if they're shooting at you, and you're gonna win so many close range gunfights with this gun. This thing is an absolute monster this season. That's the class setup I'd be running with that. So the next loadouts I got for you guys are the DMR. Now this thing, it got nerfed. It definitely got nerfed. It's not nearly as overpowered as it was when it first came out. It's definitely requires skill to use now, but there are times where it definitely feels like it's the best gun in the game, which is why it's on my list right now. And this is the same exact setup that all the pros use, the same setup that I've been running for a few weeks now whenever I take this thing out, and it slaps, boys. So on this one I got the Agency Suppressor, the Cavalry Lancer. I know it says vehicle damage. I'm not stupid. It says vehicle damage. But guess what? It actually gives you the most bullet velocity out of all the barrels. It's stupid. I don't know why they haven't fixed this shit yet. It's super annoying. But trust me, the Cavalry Lancer is what you want to run. Then I also be running the Vision Tech 2.0. On this one I like the Spectral Reticle. Just personal preference. On certain guns I like certain reticles. This one I like the Spectral. Bruiser Grip for the good vertical recoil control. It does have a good amount of side-to-side and vertical bounce, but I don't know. I feel like the Bruiser Grip is pretty beneficial on this weapon. And then the last attachment, we just run the base 30 clip because it doesn't hurt your ADS speed at all, and 30 clips is enough for a semi-automatic weapon. I've just been pairing that with a Mach-10 because the Mach-10 is kind of uncontested or unbeatable at this point in time, so Mach-10 is kind of what you want to run with that. Now we got two little off-meta class setups for you guys. This one, I mean, the Kar 98's meta, obviously, but the 74U is off-meta. But it slaps. It's got very good medium range. Actually, insane medium range now I think about it. Its bullet velocity is actually insane. Like, if someone's, say, 50, 60, 70 meters away, you tap the trigger aiming right at them, the bullet will feel like it's hit scan, like it'll instantly hit them. You can tell a lot when they're flying in on you and you're spraying them out of the air. You don't have to lead your bullets nearly as much as you do with other SMGs in this game. So this gun's kind of like a SMG AR hybrid. It hits like a SMG, but its fire rate is like a AR, and its range and velocity are like an AR too. So, I mean, if you're hitting headshots close range, even upper torso, you're gonna be frying with this thing. It's actually insane how fast it melts. So we'd be running the Grew suppressor on here, same thing as the agency, it's just named different on the 74. So the Grew suppressor for that damage range, Task Force barrel for that velocity and range. Remember, it doesn't hurt your vertical or horizontal controls, so always use Task Force on Cold War SMGs. I'd be running the Spetsnaz grip on here, which is the same thing as the Field Agent. Then I got the 50 round drum, because on the SMGs, the fast mags hurt your ADS speed, so on the drum. And then we got the PKM stock for the shooting movement speed and aim walking movement speed. I know this gun looks pretty goofy, and you might want to change stuff on it just because of how stupid it looks. But trust me, this setup actually claps, and I definitely recommend this one, so give it a try. My last setup, this one's pretty goofy. This is just my restock class. Like, sometimes I'll just grab restock first, especially on Rebirth Island. You can kind of get away with having just a pistol as your weapon for how close range it is. And that's why I like Rebirth Island so much. Like, you can run a lot of goofy stuff and you don't have to use the meta. Obviously, if you do, you can drop bombs, but like, you can just run around and have some fun with something like this and drop like a couple 10 bombs type shit. But yeah, I literally dropped a 10 bomb with this setup the other day. I mean, nothing too crazy or impressive, but I mean, say you kill someone with your riot shield or pistol, you can just pick up their Mac 10, and then you're straight with restock riot shield, right? And you're chilling. But yeah, this is my class setup I've been running. With the riot shield, I don't like the dual wield because then you're kind of limited to only point blank combat. But with this, you can kind of stretch it out to 20, 30 meters if you have to. Yeah, this is the setup. I got agency suppressor, task force barrel, ember sighting laser. Because on the pistols, Cold War pistols only, the ember sighting laser tightens your spread up the most, even over the 5 milliwatt laser. So ember sighting laser, always, always, always on your Cold War pistols. And then I got the 30 fast mag, just so that way, since it's my only weapon, if I run out of ammo, I want to be able to reload as fast as I can. Since it's only 30 bullets, I need to be taking out people as fast as I can. And obviously, all of the rear grips on the Cold War integrated weapons are broken. Never use the rear grips. And since stock is the only dual wield is the only stock option, we're not using that because we need some range. So we're running a Microflex LED on here. And then my last honorable mention, obviously the Amax. This thing is still top tier, probably the best weapon in the whole game. I've been vibing with the Grau over it because the Grau you can hit shots that the Amax can't, but the Amax can kill faster than the Grau. So I mean, it's up to you. If you're missing shots with the Amax, and you're obviously not killing people if you're not hitting shots, so that's why I've just been using the Grau, because you're always going to be hitting people. It's so hard to miss with it. But you know, the Amax, it's really easy to control the recoil once you practice with it for, I don't know, a couple games. Anyways, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just my updated class setup video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys learned something new or appreciate the videos I bring out to you guys, or like these class setups, definitely drop a like and comment down below if you guys have a different class setup that I should try. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up right here, boys. These are just my favorite loadouts that I've been running this season. I'll let you guys know tomorrow, after the patch, if any weapons were changed or if my classes have changed at all since then. It might take even a couple weeks for all the people to test everything and to see what all the attachments have done, but I'm pretty sure that they're not going to touch any of the weapons. They're too focused on whatever they're doing to Verdansk right now to even worry about the busted attachments at the moment, so But if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, sub to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.